All right, so for starters, we're going to fix these units. In part A, they're asking for the work. We want work to come out in joules. So for that to happen, we need pressure to be in pascals. So bye-bye atmosphere, Pascal. And then liters, we want that to be cubic meter. So when you do the conversion, conversions are up here. So 5 atmospheres would be, this becomes 506,500 pascals. And then this is 101,300. 10 liters is 0.01 cubic meters. And that's 0.05 cubic meters. Okay, so now we're metric, right? We want to put this into metric. First question, what is the work output during the process AB? So output, because look, if you look at the gas here, which way is the piston moving? Is the piston moving up or is the piston moving down? From A to B. Well, what's happening to the volume from A to B? It's increasing, right? The volume's increasing, so is this positive work or negative work? It's negative work, which is why they say output, work is going out of the gas. But look, if we want the work from A to B, we got to take the area all the way down to the x-axis. You take area under the graph, right? Because work equals P delta V. That's basically area under the graph. Okay? So you got to break this into a rectangle and a triangle, right? So we're first going to find the area in the triangle, and then we're going to add the area of the rectangle. So area of the triangle, that's going to be work. We're going to go 1/2 base. The base is 0.04 cubic meters. The height is, you subtract these two. So that's going to be 405,200 pascals. So the area of the triangle comes out as 8,104 joules. And then find the area of this rectangle, which comes out as 4,052, right? So you go 0.04 times 101,300, okay? So the answer to question A, we're going to add these two together. That's the total work. So it's 12,156 joules. That's the work from A to B. You just simply take the area under the line segment AB, all the way down to the x-axis. So break it into a triangle and a rectangle. Now look, is this going to be positive work or negative work? It's negative because the piston goes up. Okay, B, yo. If they ask for work, if you're given a pressure volume graph and they ask for work, it's the area under the graph.
Well, output is input.
Input would just be like B to C is input, right? Okay, so B, how much work? Okay, here they're saying input. How much work input is required during the process BC? So look, why are they saying input? Because B to C, what happens to the volume? It goes down, right? The volume gets smaller, that's work going into the gas. So the answer is this right here, 4,052. Positive 4,052 joules. They're asking for the work done from B to C, so that's the area under that. Okay, C, what is the net energy input Q, which is heat, during this cycle? So look, for a complete cycle, what do we know about the change of internal energy for a complete cycle? It's equal to 0. Because you're starting and stopping at the same point, which means you're coming back to the same temperature. Okay? One of the equations for internal energy is Q plus W. So check it out. If the change of internal energy is 0, what does that mean about Q and W? They're equal and opposite. So Q is going to equal negative W. Well, what's the total work for the whole cycle? The total work for the whole cycle is what? It's the, not 0, it's the area inside the triangle, right? The area inside the triangle is the total work for the whole cycle. Okay, so that comes, and is it going to be plus or minus? The work done is minus because it's running clockwise, negative 8,104 joules. That's the work net. So what does the heat have to be? Positive 8,104. I don't know if I explained that very well. For a line segment, but in this graph here, there's two steps that are doing work. The two steps doing work are A to B and B to C. A to B is negative work. B to C is positive work.
So how come for C, a letter C, you do what's only inside the triangle?
Because we're focusing on the whole cycle. It says during this cycle. So for the whole cycle, the net work is negative 8,140.
What would everything be? The 12,000 be?
The 12,000?
Yeah.
That was the work just from A to B.